Casey, Toronto, Minnesota, on Hockey Night in Canada. They were sort of two goalies who were confirmed minor leaguers. And Jim explained that the whole dream of a goalie is to play for peanuts. Not the meager money you make in the American Hockey League, but the peanuts they give you when you fly first class on an airplane after you make it to the NHL. It's fantastic. I think, of course, of Mike Gartner, his smile, Charlie McCowan, his smile, Jim Ralph, his smile, Curtis Joseph, his smile, Mike Kitchen, keeps bringing the Stanley Cup home, his smile. That's what I think of when I think of Newmarket. It's got to be the finest smiles in the history of the game of hockey. Having said that, we have one just as nice, the signature smile for Rogers Hometown Hockey, of course, our co-host, Tara Sloan. Tara.
Wow. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, everybody, for coming. This is a fantastic showing. There are so many reasons to smile. Who's happy about going back to school today? Okay, wait, sorry. Which parents are happy about their kids going back to school today? Yes! And it's a beautiful day.
Young Street. You know, it was in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest street in the world. And they had it a little crazy because they included Highway 11, so that made it 1,800 and some kilometers. It's technically a little shorter than that, but the truth of the matter is, it does run from downtown Toronto all the way up to Holland Landing. There's a kid from Holland Landing, Carter Robertson. I watched him play defense for the York Simcoe Express when they won the OHL Cup last year. He wore sweater too. We featured him, Don Cherry and I, in the first intermission. They had a loaded team, right? They won everything in sight, the Silver Stick. They won the OMHA. You had a couple of OMHA champions. And obviously Newmarket, celebrating the 60th anniversary of minor hockey, has that rich history. But the point is, from Holland Landing, where the street, Yonge Street, actually ends, down through here where we go by Connor McDavid, it all goes to Lake Ontario, where the final stop is the Hockey Hall of Fame. So I thought that was really a beautiful analogy, that from the home of the famous downtown Toronto to the future faces of our game, be it Robertson or McDavid, what a way to launch our season number 3 here. So, Tara, I'm gonna have to keep the story shorter when we get to the season. The kids aren't even going to be involved in minor hockey by the time we get to the show. What happens October 15th, 16th when we roll in?
Well, for those of you, woo, louder than I thought. For those of you who have watched Rogers Hometown Hockey, and I am assuming that all of you have, you know that when we come to a community, it is all about celebration, and it's not just about our broadcast, which is a big part of it, but we spend our whole weekend celebrating hockey in the community. So October 15th and 16th, we will be located here. It will look a little bit like this, but even bigger. We have lots of alumni who will be walking around and doing hot stove interviews. And
human, 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 I'm only human. Human, 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 I'm only human. I'm only human, I've got emotions too. The side inside this chest is a little bruised from being used. Born strong, one of God's soldiers, living in a world full of new world order. It's taking over, moving forward, no going back. Never good to let yourself stay too attached to the past. I'm only human. We let go, too much pride, so many emotions that we try to hide, try to change the way we feel inside, the way half the world is living, it's just a lie. Where's your pride? Hiding behind a mask, it's your disguise. At night when you see Kansas, hold your head high, look up to the skies.